What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Metal Maniacs Podcast. I'm your host, Jay Ingersoll, and I'm here with my co-host.
It's your boy Mod.
I've said that so many times and I almost tripped over that. Jeez,
I think he wanted to be the co-host today.
I was going to be the co-host today. I was fucking tired of it, dude.
Done enough of this
hosting shit, yeah. What's up, buddy? How you doing today?
I'm good, man. You know, I'm here to worship, and it appears to me we have new music to worship today.
Yes, we do. So this is a topic episode, I guess, if you want to call it that. We did this before.
Yep.
We had a submission of 5 bands to listen to. We're going to react honestly to your music and tell you how we feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
Take it or leave it.
Sure.
But it's also to help the bands, help somebody listen to your music.
Mm-hmm.
The last time we only got 5 submissions and that worked out. This time we got 12, so we're going to split this into 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Which I think is fair. That way we can get a little more time to talk about the band. And I also told bands this time to send in some information about your band so we can also talk about the band, so we're not just pulling stuff out of our ass and trying to say you heard it and that's it, right?
Yeah, make it up.
Yeah. So with that being said, few bands on here that I've kind of heard of, some other bands that are just random as all hell that I don't know nothing about that sent us stuff. So we are going to probably just do 6 on this episode. We'll split it right in half, do 6 on the other episode. I think that's cool. I think that's fair. And then we will go from there. Sound good?
Yeah, I'm with it, man. Just let me know when you hit play. I'm going to watch this link at the same time.
All right, cool. So this first band, they are called Apocalyptic Devastator 666. So this is our good friend Eric Stroud. His band, The Black Temple, that episode, if you're watching this, that episode is already out, so you can go watch that at this time.
Mm-hmm.
So he talked a bit about this band. This is kind of like his solo project, but he eventually wants to play live with it. I asked him. Here and there, but it's not as important as the Black Temple, so also go check that out and check that episode out. He talks a little bit about it on there. He did send me a teaser kind of when he got some of these done, like an unmixed teaser of some of the songs, so I want to do an honest reaction to these songs, so I try not to listen to stuff beforehand, but I didn't think he was going to send this song in. I didn't really know because I never know, but he said this song is unreleased.
Okay.
And before we even play the song, I'll tell you a little bit. I said, tell me a little bit about the band. This is what he sent me. Apocalypse, an event involving destruction or damage on an awesome or catastrophic scale, the complete and final destruction of the world. Devastator, the bringer of ruin or to desolation by violent action. 666, the number of man, the mark of the beast. You should be thankful for 666. Do not run from it. AD 666, prophetic visions of the end. That's what the band is about. So we're gonna dive into this here. This song should be out by the time this episode's out. This song isn't released yet, but he gave me this sneak peek, and here it is.
If you'll excuse me, I need to go wash the evil off of me right now.
Okay, Eric. You're my homie.
Yeah.
So It's cool. I liked it.
I mean, it takes me back to maybe some Deicide or some Vital Remains.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's trying to pull any punches here. Like, that's what he's going for. And Eric does everything, right? This is entirely Eric.
Except the lead guitars are played by Sean. He was in Summon and
yeah, but that dive, like that guitar dive, was straight out of the Deicide catalog.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Like just that, and Slayer, and like that's
the
perfectly fine.
school.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I love those things. I love those dives that go on for like 20 seconds, up and down. So, you know how I feel about this style. This is pretty good. This is fun. I like that. Had a little bit of groove. I was, my shoulders were moving to it. Like he had the right mid-tempo groove in there, and the breakdown at the end, that sludgy, doomy stuff. So I'm very cool with it. I think Eric and his work, I know what to expect from him, and I think it's pretty fun. Yeah, just straight death metal with like a little bit of Blackened.
Yeah,
just in there. So yeah.
So Sean from Cavalcade, Wastelander, Summon, etc. is playing lead guitar, so that's where the lead comes in. For me, I'll break it down. I like this kind of music as well. It's kind of in your face. Reminds you of old school death metal. Kept it that way. The song is 1 minute and 45 seconds.
Right.
The song is called Nuclear Death Command, so I think he's just trying to go for the most destructive anything possible.
Yeah.
So I do like that. So good job with that, Eric. Me personally, I would like a little bit cleaner production just to kind of, because some of the stuff gets a little lost in the mix. I can't really hear sometimes what's going on.
Yeah.
I can't discern one thing from another, but that's just being picky with the mix. If you're going for that, which you could be too, like just going for that nasty, raw, gritty, like cult type stuff. I mean, this is what you get. So if you guys are into that, what we just explained, then check out Apocalyptic Devastator 666 Nuclear Death Command. And I think he has a few other tracks out too, but like I said, this one will be out. So with that, Eric,
good job.
Evil son of a bitch.
Good job, Eric. We love it. It's fun, man.
Yeah, we love it. We're always going to support Eric anyway. So, all right. So that was song number 1. Let's move on to song number 2. You ready for this, Nick?
Hit me.
Okay. Hold on. Not yet. I want to speak about the band real quick.
We
automatically played. So
I just want to listen to music.
Yeah, we won't say shit. We're just going to listen to some albums.
You just heard a song, and we're going to listen to another song.
Okay. So song number 2, this band is called Centenary. The song is called Liquefied Rot.
Delicious.
So see what you might get into with that. Another band that I'm kind of familiar with, just because they've been around doing a lot of shows. I think I may have checked out some of this at one time, but this is a Detroit death metal band.
Okay. Yeah.
Death, the Final Frontier is the name of the album via CDN Records in 2021. Now they're in the process of working on their next album. Death, the Final Frontier was metal highlight of 2021, offering gritty, razor-sharp songs with Stockholm-style death metal. That said, their upcoming release is very anticipated. So this was just something he sent me from Top Michigan Albums of 2023. This is what the band sent me, so I'm just reading that. With that being said, these guys will also be on the show, or at least their guitar player is going to zoom in because he's from Detroit. So they're on the schedule to come on the show so we can talk about them a little bit more. But we are going to listen to this song, Liquefied Rot. If you're ready, I'm ready.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, here we go. CDN Records. CD's nuts.
Graphics. and now I am liquefied.
All right, you want to take this one first?
This one reminds me of the band Grave.
Okay.
I mean, it takes me all the way back to maybe their first album, just dirty. Like everything was thick distortion. Even I think they put distortion on the drums. No, it reminds me of that vein of death metal, and that's what it is. It's death metal. Like it's just dirty death metal, all the way down to the lyrics just being, fantasy, fictional, about the liquefied rot.
Yep, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, straight to the point there. They didn't pull any punches.
Yep, I'm feeling like definitely old school death metal. Got that chainsaw guitar in there.
A lot of trouble.
Yep, a lot of trouble going on in there. Another one, I would like to see a little cleaner production and a little more pronounced. But other than that, it was cool. You guys brought parts back. Definitely like that. You guys kept it true to the old school death metal. The lyric video was super awesome.
Yeah.
Like just the editing and it's cool to see the lyrics on there because I probably wouldn't have understood what you said, which is fine. I don't have to. It's not the type of music for that. But man, it was a cool ass song. I liked it. I thought it was cool. I mean, you talk about old school death metal, Dismember, Obituary, that kind of all fits in that vein for me. So.
Also some good vocal diversity there from the lows and the highs. I thought some of the vocals volumes could have been adjusted better. Like that, some of them were, whether they had an effect on them or whatever, they were kind of lower in the mix on different words or different lines. But, again, these are DIY efforts, I'm assuming, so I'm not going to be super critical about production values. But, yeah, I like the diversity in the vocals as well. So as a good death metal band should have like some lows, highs, mids, and then that alternate mid or what have you. Like there needs to be some diversity in the vocals because death metal vocals, that fry vocal can get super boring.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Just immediately gets super boring if you're a two-tone Timmy. So I thought they had enough. They had enough in the vocal range there to make it interesting as well. So pretty cool.
Yeah, I look forward to talking to you guys on the podcast here. That's going to be cool. I see they play a lot of shows over in Detroit. They open for some bigger bands and stuff. So also a band I'd like to kind of see live.
Yeah,
because I feel like you're going to get more of an impact almost with live than a recording, at least for that particular thing. And like I said, that's just me being picky. I'd like to see that in a little cleaner, heavier production.
Sure.
I think you could really get your point across then if the production was a little bit better, but still sounded good. Like you could hear everything, you could hear all the instruments and stuff. So that's just being nitpicky. But at the end of the day, good job with that. Centenary. That's the name of their band.
Yeah.
Liquefied Rot. Y'all check that out if you want the old school death metal.
For real.
All right. So this next one, I'm going to preface this next one by saying, I'm just going to read this real quick, and then I'm going to tell you. So song number 3, the band is called Twilight's Umbrella.
Umbra. I'm reading Twilight. Twilight's Umbra.
Umbra?
Yep. I'm on their Bandcamp.
Okay, yeah, Umbra. I don't know why I put Umbrella. Maybe I was thinking
Maybe
Resident Evil. Umbra. Okay.
Twilight's Umbra.
Okay.
So where are they from, Jay?
So I'll read you what the guy sent me.
Okay.
Says, my name is Chase Dunkelberg, and I've been a musician and songwriter for about 10 years. I played in several bands people in the metal scene may remember, such as Essentia, Iridescence, and more recently Haragana. So I didn't know they were in Haragana.
Okay.
That's we played with them a few times. That's Sebastian. I don't know if you know him, but that's his project.
Yep.
Now I'm pursuing a solo project where I can express a more death metal oriented style in my music called Twilight's Umbra. Not Umbrella. Thanks, Jay. I released my self-titled debut album on YouTube and Bandcamp in late 2022, and I'm currently working on a new album I'm hoping to get out sometime in 2024. So before I start this, in this episode and next, there will be a few solo projects in there. I know we did Eric's, but that's different because I know Eric and I know he's doing stuff for the scene. I don't only want to review solo projects on these episodes. So it's like if you guys send it or you want to be on the show, it's like, no offense, but we're trying to do stuff for the scene. We want you to be an active band that's out there getting it in,
Yeah.
Because everybody has a solo project.
Yeah.
Everybody can play drum machine and guitar in their room.
Yep.
And it's like, I don't want to disregard that and say you shouldn't be noticed as a musician, but at the same time, we're trying to do this to help bands get out there.
Yeah.
So it's like, cool, you want to get your numbers up, and I'm not disregarding this might be the sweetest shit I've ever heard. It could suck, I don't know. But at the same time, it's like, I'm not gonna do, if you're a solo artist and you send your stuff in or whatever, like I'm not gonna review many of those on this show just because of that fact that I want these to be active bands that are out there moving and shaking and doing stuff for our scene, their scene, and the scene. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Is that fair?
I think it's fair. I understand where people are coming from, where maybe they're like, I'm trying to recruit musicians. And,
Yes.
and like looking at this as a medium to do that, and that may be something for us to discuss on the side. But I get your point too. You want to be able to say, "Hey, everybody gets stoked on this band because they're going to be coming to a venue near you." And when we can't say that, I guess we're just kind of directing people to their social media platforms to listen to the music and such. But I mean, it's a fair. I mean, if you're asking to listen to full bands that are going to perform versus somebody who's doing a solo project in their basement, which, I'll do that then too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Everybody has a solo project, right? Like everybody
Mhm.
does that now.
Yeah.
It's not hard to do anymore. So it was hard. And I kind of because we'll see on the next episode as well that there'll be another guy that does a solo project or whatever. But and they were both interested in coming on the show. But at the same time, it's like nothing personal, but it's also just like this is kind of more for the scenes in the band, you know what I mean? So like I'm trying to be fair with it, not trying to sound like a dick or a gatekeeper, but like at the same time, everybody has a solo project. You know what I mean? I can play my solo project on here if you want to hear it. But,
I think it's. I mean, I get where people are coming from. They want to share their music, and maybe this is all they're capable of doing, especially in the moment if they have limited resources or helping hands. But I think it's a fair distinction to be made. And it's your show.
Yeah. Well, I just want to be transparent with that and not also sound like an asshole because I'm not a gatekeeper or whatever. But it's just there's a difference between bands out there shaking and moving and doing stuff and like trying to do things, and then guys that make stuff in their bedroom, which is totally fucking cool. Like I said, this could be cool as shit, and I could totally like it. And we even on the last episode, that was kind of like that one discordant meditation band that was a 2-piece band that kind of they don't play shows because one guy's in Colorado, so it's not that I won't play it on here, but this won't be when we do these reactions. It won't be just like 5 dudes with solo project bands, you know.
Well, to Chase's credit, he has been in some live bands.
Yes.
I recall Essentia from some years back. I don't know Iridescence, but I definitely know Hiragana has come and gone in the time that in the last couple years or so. So I've heard both of those bands. So,
and I did ask him. I said, "Is this a band that you're trying to go out there and like play with or do something with?" And he had said that would be a goal down the road.
Sure.
It sounds, like a plan, but at this moment in time, he's not real sure because with Hiragana just breaking up and stuff, he's not real sure. So, but either way, thanks for the send-in, Chase. We are going to play your song. You told me to play the song Ravager, so I'm going to play that one because we have a whole bunch to pick from. So here is Twilight's Umbra Ravager.
Fucking hell yeah.
Okay.
I mean, get a band right now. Fucking
Yeah.
get a band yesterday. What are you waiting
That's
for?
what I was gonna say. If all your solo projects are this sweet, fucking turn the shit in. I'll listen to it. I don't care.
I'm looking here at the bottom of his Bandcamp page where it says this album took 3 years to make. I started the process in fall of 2019 and had the finals back in summer of 2022. Been a long journey, and I'm beyond excited to finally share this music with you. Know, congratulations, good for you. You did a fucking lights out job on this, dude. I'm not going to speak to the production values. I'll leave that to Jay, but it sounded good to me.
Yeah, sounds great.
Deathcore more than death metal, if I'm being picky, but it did remind me of Revocation.
Yeah,
like I was
parts.
getting that thrash death metal vibe for sure. But he just had enough and other elements there that it also reminded me of like Periphery or just a more modern deathcore band that I would enjoy thoroughly. Like the way that the deathcore genre is moving right now, there's nothing wrong with being in it or being labeled as such. I love these track titles: Oblivion, Ravager, Nightfall, Erase. I'm pronouncing it specifically that way. Conjuring Fate, Respite, Conqueror, A Moonlit Passage, The Great Schism. This sounds like something I want to just buy and just listen to right now. Like all of it after hearing that one track. I'm really hype on that. That's definitely in my wheelhouse, Jay.
So it says up here, this album tells a story set on a dark fantasy themed world rife with conflict gods and deities and vying for control of its occupants. Each song is like a chapter told from different perspectives. The band name itself is a reference to the story, with Twilight being the goddess of darkness depicted on the cover, while Umbra are her followers. So that's kind of cool. And at the bottom too, it says, "Thank you to Stephen Presley for contributing your vocal talents to this music. It helped take it to the next level and brought an interesting dynamic. Thank you to Brandon Folsom Audio, for mixing and mastering the album." So
Okay.
guitars and drums, I'm assuming, are programmed by him, not vocals. I didn't hear a lot of bass in it. Is if you want to get into the production, I wish, if this is me being nitpicky, them little beeps and boops or whatever could have been like 6 decibels lower and got the point across.
Okay.
They were just kind of a little bit overbearing, like too much, like because I didn't really know what to expect. On a technical level, the guitar playing, drum programming or whatever, shit's badass. Like
Really well done.
yeah, great songs. I like how you let stuff breathe with the vocals. Always a big fan of that. And yeah, man, cool shit for real. Like I fuck with it. And
for real.
I say you guys go check out Twilight's Umbra, because this was very good. You know.
Yeah, this is something I want to see on a stage. So great solo effort, and if you got the time and the resources and the friends, I'd say get this thing going into a live setting immediately. And great work on the vocals too, Stephen Presley. If I'm pronouncing your name correctly there, like when you got to like midway through or later in the song, there was like a breakdown or a bridge, and then the vocal changed on me, and I thought, oh, that's sick. Like having that kind of diversity and the ability to know when to change a vocal and such, as a death metal vocalist, when you want to go to a different style of fry. He did a great job too on his part.
Yeah, so cool job, Chase. Thanks for the send in or whatever. Really like your work, man. Fucking keep doing you, bro.
Love it.
So moving on to song number 4. This band is called Evil Incarnate. This was a band that was recommended, like when we shot the post out about sending your music in so we could react to it and talk about it. Eric from the Black Temple / Devastator 666
Apocalypse Devastator.
Yeah, Apocalypse Devastator. I got to remember that because I was saying something else.
I just AD 666 all day with it.
So these guys hit me up.
Okay.
And it looks like I think they're actually bringing these guys to town, to Mulligan, so we'll check them out.
The tracks.
The guy told me, let's see, I don't want to read this whole thing because we're going to be here all fucking day. He sent me this long-ass thing. He said they've been doing death metal for about 10 years. 1996, Michael Eisenhower of the legendary band Numbskull had recruited ex-member of Morbid Corpses, Andy Viehenkamp on drums, ex-touring member of Jungle Rot, and with guitars performed by Numbskull member Tom Bander. They recorded a demo, so they go all the way back to 96.
Yeah.
They're an uncompromising group formed to strike the earth with hate for Jesus Christ, his Father, and the Holy Spirit. Evil Incarnate has exceedingly pushed the boundaries and gone beyond blasphemy as one of the world's darkest and unapologetic death metal bands. The devil does not care about your feelings. So, man, sorry to break that to you on a Sunday, y'all. But
yeah, well, but we came to worship, so here we are.
Yeah, here we are. So if you guys are into
I mean,
denouncing Jesus Christ, this might be for you. Doesn't bother me one way or the other, but
I'm indifferent. I'm cold. I'm dead inside.
Yeah, so these guys, they look like some death metal dudes. They've been around for a while. So we'll play the song. Let's see. What the song is called, Lucifer's Crown. So yeah, I mean. Something tells me that this is just an intro. Okay. Sorry, folks. This, let me click on this link because it just, on the link that they send me, it just pulls up like one thing from Bandcamp, and I'm assuming 1 minute and 14 seconds Lucifer's Crown is probably just a little intro thing. So let's go with, they may have told me what song.
I'm looking right now, but hold on.
You pick a song, Nick. What song you want to listen to? They got some fucking long ones. Crosses in Disgrace, 706, Not My Christ, 750.
All right, I gotta find where
Black Box of
Fear
Fears. I just went to their Bandcamp page.
Oh, okay.
So I click the little thing that says Lucifer's Crown.
Okay, I got
Just
it.
click
Yep.
that. Yeah.
Got it. Yep. Sorry.
Now, so I'm gonna let you pick one here.
Oh, okay. So,
yeah,
boy.
you're on there now, right?
Yep, I see it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm looking for the title that calls to me the
Yep,
most.
that's I'm gonna let you.
Jeez. Oh boy. In which way am I about to allow the devil to touch me? That's what this feels like. Well, with that in mind, let's go all the way to the end. Let's see how he closes this thing out with "Seduced by the Devil."
Been there. Yep.
Remind me how it felt.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Must be old school death metal
Yeah.
day here at Metal Maniacs, I guess.
Yeah, it's that one harkens back to like some 6 Feet Under maybe in
Yeah.
ways. The artwork is pretty brutal on the cover. That's some detailed drawing right there that they've got for the Lucifer's Crown.
Yeah, like when it first came in, I
Evil
thought
Incarnate.
like all of a sudden the song was gonna bust in, but it just kind of stayed that way. Like I don't really understand this production in 2023. Like, not to be a dick or anything, guys, but like if you're like fucking chanting for Lucifer, like Lucifer wants to hear some like better sounding like stuff. Like I got what you were going for with the music. You know, I'm not trying to be a dick or nothing, but like at the same time, it's like wasn't bad music. I see what you guys were going for or whatever, but like production wise, like.
Yeah.
There's a lot better tools in 2023.
Yeah.
I mean, unless that's what you're going for, like that old school black metal, it sounds like a boombox in the middle of the room. Like, I get it. And then maybe this music isn't for me. Maybe I am not seduced by the devil by the end of that or whatever. Yeah. So,
no, I got to be fair and I got to be reasonable. You know, like I'm sitting here and I'm not a producer, and the first minute of music is playing before me, and I'm thinking, oh, they did one of those lo-fi intros.
yeah, that's what I thought too.
And then like I'm waiting for like the volume to kick up and the mastering and all that to the actual level it should be at.
Yeah.
So I mean, so with being fair to like the music and keeping the music separated from like the production quality, music's cool. It's death metal. It's old school, slimy, doomy, you know, death metal. Probably would ask for a little more vocal diversity because I have feelings about death metal fry vocals needing to really stand out to captivate me, you know, but. And I also imagine this music goes off way better live.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I just feel that. Like, I can feel with the grooves and the tones and everything. Like, I get that. That's there. Now, to your point, Jay, there are better tools. There are better recording tools. And you need to take your music, whatever you're saying is the final, like, quality sound, and you need to listen to, like, other albums in your car. You need to take these things out. You need to walk around in your headphones, you know, different sources of listening to your own music, and then pair that up against whatever's out there, whatever you're trying to sound like.
Yep.
And like, do you have to turn your album up a lot to hear it versus the one that you were just listening to that was a professional studio? We get it. You're not a professional studio, but you're going to need to learn some tricks and some tips to like get that sound a little bit clearer.
Yeah.
I know that the black death metal thing can be really distorted, like that band we just listened to that sounded like Grave. Everything's just layered in dirt and distortion, but you still got to get that sound wave up, like a higher quality sound wave out.
And I want to hear all the instruments. I want to hear what's going on. Like we are like, I had to double check because it does say it was released in 2023. I thought it was released in like 83. That's my issue with it. Not that it was bad music.
No.
Not that, you know, whatever you guys' messages is that, but like, I don't know, man. I just need, for me personally, I need something more. I need that thing to come in and blast them fucking kicks in my face.
Yeah.
I need that guitar tone right there. It literally sounds like there was one SM57 in the room, and you guys took that same SM57 after you recorded that take, and then you recorded vocals over the top of it.
Yeah.
And then you said, this is my music. And I get it. Like, not everybody has a budget. Not everybody has the tools. Get your music out there. But you guys been at this for a long-ass time. Like,
yeah, it's
whatever your message is, portray it.
Yeah, get it out there.
Yeah.
And like, let us hear it louder.
Yeah.
Clearer. I know you're bringing it live. I can just imagine, like, if you're going out there, you know, with the garb and the get up, and then this is your message, you're probably bringing it live. I have no doubts about what you're doing on the stage. But if you want people to buy this album and take it home and fuck with it, then it needs to sound better. And that's just facts. I'm not trying to be a dick either. It's just like, you got the same set of ears I have almost. Like, just listen to your music, listen to somebody else's music. And if it sounds like what you want it to sound like, then it's fair to be out. And then fuck our opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
Straight,
at the end of the
fuck
day,
this opinion. Who cares?
At the end of the day, it is our opinion about your art. So like,
I'm happy
you can
to
take
share
it or leave it. I'm happy to share it. You sent it into us, but with what's going on nowadays in extreme metal, and like, even if you're playing this old school style of death metal, I want to hear it like I'm hearing this newer metal and slamming in my face and sounding good. Like, maybe there are people out there that want to hear that kind of recording.
Yeah.
That's cool, but for me, no. So nothing against the music.
No.
Nothing against your message.
Yep. I would say
I need a better production, man.
I would say for those guys, one of the members, listen to like a band like Undeath, who is new old school death metal, and then try to like like hone in on their production quality, because I think they're doing exactly what you guys are doing, but they're getting the results to come out a little bit clearer. But yeah, thanks for the send in.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll
Keep
fuck
doing
with it.
your
I'm
thing.
gonna see it live and see how it goes down, and then just
Yeah.
eat my words or get punched.
Yeah,
in
I
the
mean, like I said, it could
face.
be, and then it'd be like, oh, you guys are the guys that said our recording sucks. We're gonna beat your ass.
I want to smoke a bowl with you and then
Yeah.
throw you in the trash.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So yeah, old school death metal day here at Metal Maniacs.
I'm
So
with
we're
it, bro.
gonna throw one more into this episode.
Okay.
This one is called Rip Van Ripper, the band. They're actually coming on the show
Okay.
in 4 weeks or so.
All right.
Blackened Death Doom trio pushing to perform their music with the same quality and intensity as they record it. Rip Van Ripper's second full-length album, Passage, is the culmination of 2 years of writing, recording, and production. The album is the first to be written by the trio as a whole, and such includes the influences and styles therein.
Okay. So they came together and collaborated as 3 people to put this out.
Yep, and then this song is Willow the Wisp, and this is the one, it's a long one, it's 7 minutes long.
Okay.
But this is the one that they told me to play on the show, so this is the one we're going to listen to.
Let's have
Ready?
it. Yeah, let's do it.
Thank
Yeah, all day. Fucking loved it.
Yeah, that show was a badass, dude.
That's in my wheelhouse too, as you would probably peg me for there,
Yep.
Jay. I mean, 3 bands immediately off the top. I'm thinking, and with all praise when I say these names to you, Rip Van Ripper, Black Braid, Swallow the Sun, and Paradise Lost are some great bands, and those are kind of on the doomy side, at least the last 2. But I feel the black metal in there too, and I love it. Man, really great song. Instant fan right here. Just made live before you. I'm looking forward to more from this band immediately. I can tell you that. I'm a fan right now.
Yeah, I'd like to hear more. I loved the pickup at the end when it got fast too, because for me, it's just a personal thing. Everything sounded really good. I like what they're doing. I need some of that fastness, because if it was just a slow thing for 7 minutes straight, I probably wouldn't have been able to do it.
Right.
But I do like the addition of the keys. I do like the mixing, though. The songwriting was great, where they kind of did the repeating parts and everything. And yeah, that shit was pretty sweet. I was pretty happy by the time it got over. I was like, man, this is cool. I'd like to hear more stuff by them, just to be interested in to see if there's like a, I mean, it is Black and Death Doom, like they said, but to see if there's more slower stuff, or is there more faster stuff, or is it a mix of both? Because that song kind of seemed like accumulated both sides of the spectrum, where it was slower with like the fried black vocals over almost the acoustic or you know, cleaner passages or whatever. But yeah, super cool. Looking forward to having them on the show soon and talking to them about their craft, because that shit was cool.
Yeah, I'm for that all day. I love that little, you know, Rumpelstiltskin vocal over the clean. It's just
coming up with some gold.
Yeah, just over the clean part. I would say if you're gonna write a lot of music like this, it wouldn't hurt to try to incorporate some clean vocals into your repertoire, whether or not you have that skill set. I think people think they need to be a good singer to sing, which is not true.
All right.
I just say throw a boatload of reverb on it, record 4 feet away from the mic, and just feel confident.
Just to add something.
Yeah, just like feel like you're in the shower at home singing like nobody cares, and just fix it in post. And when you sing live, same, just bury it in effects or something. Like for me, I don't know. I obviously love fry vocals, and I love that grumbling over the clean, but they use so much of the cleans. Yeah, I thought that maybe they could incorporate. They could like consider that, and maybe there is more. Maybe I'll find that out.
Yeah, we don't know, because that's only one song, so we're only basing that off there. But yeah. Rip Van Ripper, super cool ass band. That's cool that they're from around here and they're going to be coming on the show and shit too.
Yeah, super stoked to have them.
I'm definitely going to be listening to more of their stuff too, like just to kind of see where they're at, especially before they come on the show. Just it makes me wonder. I don't even know. I talked to the guy. I think his name is Jeff. But I talked to him a little bit, and I don't know much about his band, so I don't know how many people there are. Heard a lot of keyboards, orchestration in there. So, like, do we have a keyboard player? Are we playing with a click track? What's going on? Because I don't think you're going to pull that off without having all that in there live.
Oh, God. You need 4 or 5 other people to make that happen live easy.
So, that's where it goes back to this, the Evil Incarnate or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they had a little keyboard part in there, but it literally sounded like a 1980s Korg, like two like really generic sounds too, you know. So it's like, whereas that sounded like big and like we're using the production tools of this, you know, nowadays or whatever. So like, you know, I don't know, I just, you know,
the Rip Van Ripper, they got a good handle on things in the production department too. I felt like the drum production, it felt distinctly separate from the musical production, like in terms of the sounds of the drum programming there. They were a little bright, trebly, plasticky almost was the word I was thinking. It felt like slapping plastic. But
for the drums?
Yeah, on the Rip Van Ripper.
Yeah, it was a little there's a lot of trouble going on in the recording or whatever, but still, I mean, you got your music across and
not knocking it. Yeah, I don't know shit about drum programming. I'm just commenting on the sound of it.
I think they got an actual drummer, but
okay.
But you mean is like recording wise? They
were
pretty. Yeah, there was a part in there too, like during the. And this is just me being nitpicky, but hearing what I'm hearing, there's a part where there's supposed to be like the ghost notes dynamics on the snare, and then when they went into like the cleaner part, there's like supposed to be the ghost notes, but it almost sounded like this weird like slapping on a paper type sound, and then like the full snare sound would come in.
Right.
So just a few little production things, but maybe they don't produce their own stuff. I don't know too much more about them or whatever. So maybe that's just their producer that needs to get those kind of things under wraps there. So
Okay, so yeah, I mean, overall though, all nitpickiness aside,
Yeah,
I
that's
love,
just little shit.
love the song, love
Yep.
the songwriting and the direction of the band, and
Yep.
all three styles there, the death doom, what have you, death doom, and well, even grind. No, not even grind. Yeah. Anyway, I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. I love it. I'm
Okay.
for it.
Well, that wraps this reaction episode up. We're going to stop there, and like I said, we'll pull another one off with all these submissions that we had. We'll have another episode coming at you guys soon. We got a couple Muskegon dudes coming up, and a couple other bands that sent us stuff in. Bands that I've actually seen live, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Me
so
too. Me also.
Yeah, so we can check that shit out. And yeah, with that being said, thanks for everyone that did submit stuff so we could check it out. Like, we're not gatekeeping here. We're just telling you how we feel about the music in an honest opinion when we're done. You know what, and it goes to our taste. So you can,
and the bands win just for having us play the music. I feel like
Yeah,
you know,
for
like
sure.
that's they take or leave our opinion. We got to have something to talk about.
well, yeah, I mean, plus
whether-
you submitted to us, so you're gonna have to take you're gonna have to take what we say, into consideration.
yeah. I mean,
But I mean, because it's like, I wasn't trying to shit on that Evil
Incarnate.
like not trying to shit on them because it seemed like they had a lot going for them. But we are in 2023. I don't want to hear 1982 production.
Yeah,
you know?
the recording quality needed to be analyzed by somebody,
Yeah.
an outside source, and say, hey, we can do better here. I get it. You work hard on something. You don't want to go back on it and say, I don't want to start over, but it is what it is. Like, we're just telling you, like, listen to the other bands and hear what we had to say about their work and their quality production. So there it is.
All right. With that being said, keep it metal. Peace. Thank you so much for checking out the episode. Be sure to hit that like button and give us a share.
Yeah, and if you enjoyed our podcast today, please give it a rating on your streaming service to help us gain some exposure.
And if you really enjoyed the show, please give us a follow or hit that subscribe button and come hang out with us every week. And remember, keep it metal.